Well, hello, welcome back to Neptune Fish Tarot. So, Virgo, we're going to go ahead and do a reading for the first week of September. We're in Virgo season and we're coming up to the new moon in Virgo, September 6th, 2021. So, um, yeah, this is your season, Virgo. If you've got a sun, moon, rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, whatever you got, whatever kind of placement you have, if you resonate with Virgo, I think this is a really great message that we have here today. You can see I've got all kinds of cards already pulled out. We pulled out all these oracles, and then I've got a couple of tarot decks as well. I just want to start out by saying Virgo. I did actually like a meditation before I ever even dealt out the cards or anything, and I was just sort of communing with spirit about what the overall message for you was. And I saw very clearly a peak of a mountaintop like in the distance, and it was like this idea about you rising to the top of the peak of this mountain. um and so there's some themes going on here. It's something about you taking back your power, you standing in your sovereignty, you releasing an old pattern. So all of those kinds of themes, and probably more as we go through the cards here, as I start to intuit the message for you. So it's super interesting. So let's go ahead and let's just kind of dig in and see what we have. So, and by the way, this is the Crow Tarot, excuse me. In the main deck, clarified by White Sage. We had the World come out. And then around the world, I had the three cards. I had Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Ten of Wands. So yeah, just sort of like, and I've got that image of that really, really peaked, really tall, peaked mountain. Like really, it was really huge. It was like standing back and looking at this enormous thing, and it's like, Virgo, it's almost like you're going out into this world and you're about to do something really huge, and it's brand new, right? It's Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. So we see you being like super excited about it. We see this being like a huge opportunity for you to go out and do a major work. I really don't see this Ten of Wands meaning and this world meaning just that there's a culmination of a cycle, though I do think that I do think that this is the beginning of something new, right? With both of those pages heading it up. I do see you releasing a particular energy, though, and I think that the energy that you're releasing is this Knight of Swords, because I don't typically do reversals, but it came out in the reverse, right? And so, I mean, if you kind of look at you can see almost everything is upright. So when something comes out reversed for me, I pause with that and I kind of think about that. Like, why do we have this Knight of Swords? Which again, it's so upright, the Knight of Swords, it's all about that taking action, and it's like you're, Virgo, you would be, with Mercury as your ruler, you would really be in this whole like planning and thinking and doing sort of phase, and this rush of energy. And it's like, with it in reverse, it's like, oh, hold on a minute. Don't be impulsive in this. Don't be impulsive in this. So there's something about, this was clarified by Queen of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles. This is really sort of getting in touch with like your value and your worth. So this isn't just doing what you've done before, rushing into something without really identifying what it is that you desire. In other words, there's a little bit of holding back for a minute. There's a little bit of like tapping into source and saying, okay, who am I, Virgo? I'm I'm all about taking action, right? Like I'm all about moving forward. But this time I'm going to do it in a smarter way. This time I'm going to do it in a value add kind of a way. So, not from a place of fear, but from a place of confidence. I feel like is what this 3 of Wands and Empress is like you've learned what not to do. Like you're releasing this old thing. I feel like, so I don't know, and these cards don't even mean this, but here's what I feel like. I feel like what you're learning, Virgo, is to stop listening to other people, to stop identifying with things outside of you. And now you're starting to, like, the gears are starting to connect. You're starting to understand that there's something about you as an Empress, you as a Queen of Pentacles, and the pre-Empress energy of 9 of Pentacles, understanding your value, understanding your worth, understanding that not only do you have it within you to achieve the 9 of Cups, but like that's what your value is. You, Virgo, are the 9 of Cups. And so any action that you take or any expectation that you have, I feel like this is you. In this reading, this little stretch of cards right here, is you saying, you know, I'm not going to be impulsive this time. This next cycle, I'm going to lay down this burden. I'm going to lay down this burden or this expectation, but this old way of doing things where I used to listen to other people and I used to like, because here's the thing. We've got like a whole boatload of people around you. I mean, you've got like all kinds of queens and all kinds of knights and all kinds of kings. You've got all these people. And I feel like you're finally coming into this emperor energy. Like, you know, you've got this empress and then let's go down to the second row here. And this is you really stepping into your authority, Virgo. This is clarified by the King of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Star. I mean, coming into this really beautiful, beautiful balance, this real healing energy, like understanding that, again, you know, it's very mature. It's very like King of Swords and Queen of Wands. This is you, and I feel like this is you. I feel like all of this is you. It's very divine. It's very divinely orchestrated where you understand exactly what it is that you deserve. It's you tapped in to your own inner guidance system. A balanced, right? A balanced energy. I mean, Queen of Wands, right? That's all that feminine energy of you are very secure in the way that you're making decisions. You're very confident. You're very resourceful. You're very a force to be reckoned with, right? And you're not willing to entertain offers from people or yeah, from people. You're not willing to entertain offers from people that are not going to meet you where you are, that are not going to complement you, that are not going to resonate with where you're going. I feel like this time around, you're on top of the world. You're on top of the world. And your thoughts and your mind are going to be in the right place. I don't know how else to say it. There's been a healing that's happened in the way that you think about yourself and who you believe yourself to be. And the more that you give thought to that, right? The more that you believe in who you are, the more you're expanding, right? Your horizons, your world is really opening up to you. Like, the more that you grab a hold of this idea that you are this emperor, that you're the creator of your reality, and the more that you trust and know and cling on to this belief that anybody or anything that comes into your environment that doesn't offer you a Six of Pentacles, right? That doesn't want to collaborate with you or doesn't want to feed energy into you or can't accept your energy back, that you're going to cut that out. You're cutting that out because you're a queen, because you are divine, because you have the right to claim the status. This is you, right? You're the emperor. Yeah, and then we have this Ten of Swords. And on either side of the Ten of Swords, we have this Hierophant and this Three of Pentacles. So again, this is you really tapping into the divine, first of all. This is your connection with spirit. And Three of Pentacles, you are being asked to let go of all of this monkey mind stuff, this Ten of Swords, right? Allowing all of the noise outside of you to fade away so that you can collaborate, Three of Pentacles, with spirit, so that you can learn, right, to step into your own authority, which is, we all have a divine connection to spirit, to source, that resides within us. It's not outside of us, it's within. And this is what I feel like you're learning right now. This is what I feel like you're transitioning into. And for those of you who maybe just at the very beginning of this journey, this is what is possible for you. And I think you're just beginning to wake up to the reality of that possibility. Maybe even it's just for the first time, or maybe you've been on the journey for a while, and that's fine too, but you're up leveling. You're going to the next height, the next cycle, the next peak of the mountain is in front of you. And you're ready, right? This is what's on offer. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords, you're just getting very, very clear. You've got a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords, right? So this is you just being very mentally clear about what's on offer, about what the universe wants to bless you with right now, Virgo, which is this brand new beginning, this brand new cycle. in this place where you're resting in the faith and in the knowing that you don't really have to do anything but accept the offer, accept the new beginning, accept the new cycle. And expect great things. Standing in your divine, power, in the grace of who you are. At the bottom of the deck, we had the Page of Pentacles, which is where we started, the Page of Pentacles. And the Knight of Swords, this time upright. So this is all coming in very quickly this first week of September. This is all the new moon energy. This is all what is meant for you, Virgo, in your season. This is your season. This is what Spirit wants you. If you haven't already woken up to this idea, and this is your first time considering what's possible and what your future path has in store for you, then I'm here to deliver the message. This is you really, this Hierophant, Three of Pentacles, is kind of like right here. Maybe learning for the first time. This is the key that's being offered to you. So let's go over to the Oracle decks to see what we had come out. So we did have Progress. We had Here and Now. Flexible. Higher Power. There's Spirit. Wake Up Call. And Spend the Day with God. Now, we use all these words interchangeably. So whether you like Spirit, Source, Divine, Higher Power, God, makes no difference, right? You can call it whatever you want. The All. The Ancient of Days. I can go on and on, right? You can call it whatever you want. But I feel like there is all of this does talk about you tapping in with your higher power, right? I'm going to start down here with the Archangel Metatron deck. We had this Wake Up Call. Listen and take note. So we're going to actually, here, hold on a minute. Let me see. I want to read this guidance for you from Archangel Metatron. It says this: it's a time to step into the deepest trust and heed the clarion call of the mighty Archangel Metatron. This call cannot be drowned out by fear or denial of that which is before you now. It's time to step into the deepest trust and heed this wake-up call, which may be spiritual in nature or affecting something very physical around you now. You've been aware for some time that something needed to change, something is coming, or that a situation can no longer carry on. Your inner voice may have whispered, but Metatron now shouts the warning message loudly for you to hear. You may experience ringing in your ears, popping of energy, or an unblocking of one or both ears as you hear Metatron call you. You may also see numbers, particularly the combination 1111, which are prompting you to see things in a new way, but also to let you know that Metatron is with you. He does so with love and urgency, and as a warning that to carry on regardless, not heeding the advice and guidance, carries consequences. And if this calling is ignored, your path will no longer be in alignment with your soul's true calling. The call may be set against a backdrop of challenge. You may feel the lightning strikes around you, wondering how long you can stay out in a storm without getting more wounded than you already are. You have wounds that are raw from having stayed too long, tried too much, and reached a dead end. It's time for a different approach. There's nowhere to go now except into surrender. Seems pretty clear. let's see what we have on the back of this wisdom for healing. The spending the day with God. There's a lesson here. Let's see what it says. This is a day for you to spend with God, a day of prayer, a day of silence. Imagine that your entire world is a sacred chapel. Every inch of your life is filled with grace and the presence of the divine. Your goal is to visualize yourself in the company of heaven every minute of the day. Interesting. And we did have a flexible and higher power. This is spirit, asking you, Virgo, just to go with the flow, to be flexible, to tap into your internal wisdom, into source, which resides inside of you. Here and now. This is all about what is happening now. And actually, I'm going to look at card 32 because I have the sneaking suspicion that there's a message here. I don't know what it might be, but I'm about to find out because I feel like I don't know, something is telling me to look at this card, so that's what I'm going to do. Let's see if I can get the book open. Yeah, here and now. Let's see what it says. Everything happens in the now and the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. Yeah. So progress is being made. You're making progress. So this is a really great message. I don't think that there's a lot that you actually need to do at this time, Virgo. I feel like this is more centered around believing in who you are, maybe visualizing yourself as being this emperor, right? Being this being this person who's an authority of your own life, and seeing yourself, believing yourself to be this divine being, right? Who does not need to continue to go out into the world and settle for less, right? And really believing that. And really understanding that you're coming to an equilibrium within yourself. There's a great deal of healing that's going on behind the scenes. And also to spend the time with spirit. Spend the time with your angels. Ask your divine team to come in, right? Your spirit guides and your higher self. Spend time. And I've said this for at least a couple other of the signs. Get into a habit and a routine of, inquiring of your guides, of your spiritual team. Ask them for help. Do the morning routines, do the evening routines, do the do all the meditations or the quiet times, or just cry out for help. Metatron is definitely, and that goes for all the archangels, Michael or Uriel or Gabriel or whomever, whichever, whoever you resonate with, right? Ask for help and you shall receive it. So this is my reading for you, Virgo. I went a little long, but again, it is your season. This is your full moon. New moon. And I hope that this resonated for somebody. And if it did, go ahead and like the video. And if not, I will see you guys on the next one. All right, bye.